Man, Big U made it cool for 6 to snitch who had no repercussions. It's still 100. Listen, what I mean by that is, like he told a long time ago, right? But we never got that paperwork. You feel me? So his generation, they never took care of their business. He was still lingering around, walking yards and all that, right? For whatever reason, you feel me? 2 years ago, when I got that paperwork, we bust him out, blew him out the water, read the paperwork on every platform, used a rat, get up out of here. And when nobody but Rose and Big Eddie Boy said nothing, bro. Nobody cared about the paperwork. That's when I knew. I said, oh, these dudes ain't really built like that. You feel me? So then, as time go on, other rats, other sex offenders, you know what I'm saying, will pull up and be cool. So it was one day a few years ago, all the homies outside on Crenshaw, Slauson, and Lot. And Herman, who was a big rat, high-risk sex offender, pulled up on Big U, another rat, and all these homies is out there, bro. And it's all in the video. It was live, bro. And they put up like, neighborhood, trip to crib. PD whack, nigga. You was a rat, nigga. You know who you told on Crazy D from Detroit Gangsters, homie. You was a rat, homie.
All possible witnesses were transported to the 77th Street Station. On June 3rd, 1981, Detective Watson conducted interviews of each witness at the 77th Detective's Office. Witness Glaze, Rodney Charles, stated, I was walking Valerie Hatchett back to her house at Haas Avenue and 59th Street. We were at Slauson Avenue and 2nd Avenue. I saw a yellow Cadillac Coupe de Ville two-door, about a 78 or 79, and a 77 white and blue Chevrolet Monte Carlo. I saw Devil from A-Tray riding in the front passenger seat of the Cadillac. The Cadillac stopped at the alley on 2nd Avenue. I heard 2 shots, and I jumped to some bushes. Then I heard about 5 more rapid shots. I jumped up and ran around the apartments to the alley. I saw my homeboys down on the ground. I was about 35 feet from the Monte Carlo, and I saw Crazy D, Deontay Denard, running back to the Monte Carlo with a Gage shotgun. Crazy D got into the car, and they took off out of the alley and followed the yellow Cadillac southbound on 2nd Avenue. I turned around and helped my homeboys. I am positive I saw Devil in the yellow Cad, and I'm positive that it was Deontay Denard, Crazy D, I saw with the Gage get into the Monte Carlo after the shots. I have known Crazy D for about 4 years. Okay? And then the next thing it says, witness Williams, Darren Charles, stated, I was standing on the porch of the apartment number 1 at 2310 West Slauson Avenue with Lucky. I was talking to Mumbles, the dude in the brown leather coat, and Kwame, the one who died. I started to go into the house, and I was just about to close the door when I heard somebody start shooting. I opened the door back up. I heard about 5 rounds go off. I saw Kwame shaking on the ground as Deontay Denard, was shooting him in the back in the head. I was about 3 feet away. I rolled out into the grass, and I looked right at his face, and he shot one more time. I know Crazy D from A-Trays. He started running towards the alley. I got up and chased him. I saw someone open the car door of the white over blue Monte Carlo and yell, come on, D, come on, D. Then D got into the car, and they went out of the alley and drove southbound toward 59th Street School on 2nd Avenue. I ran back towards my car to catch up with them, but I couldn't find them. I'm positive I saw Crazy D. I know it was him. Okay? And then, these next witnesses, this is what they said, but they really weren't doing no telling, but the next witness was, last name was Weekly, I think his middle name is Clifford, and his first name was Jerome, stated, I was sitting in my apartment, and C-Dub and Kwame and the other guys were talking on my front porch. I heard at least 7 shots. I started to turn the lights off in the house, and then I started to peek outside. I heard somebody yell, "They're gone." I went outside and I saw Kwame laying right there on my steps. I did not see anyone with a gun, and then I did not hear anyone say anything or call any names. I did not see any cars at all. Then somebody named, last name Hollins, first name Willie, stated, "I was standing in the front door of the residence of 5858 South Van Ness Avenue on June 2nd, 1981 at approximately 10 p.m. Perhaps a little later, when I heard about nine gunshots, it could have been more, but I really wasn't counting. The shots sounded like they were being fired in the area of 2nd Avenue and Slauson. The shots were being fired rapidly, and it sounded like two volleys of shots fired seconds apart. I was with Melvin Nance. He lives at 5858 South Van Ness. I was visiting him when this occurred. I drove my vehicle, a blue 67 Malibu Chevrolet two-door, to the Jack in the Box parking lot where I parked. I saw a crowd running towards the apartment complex at 2310 West Slauson Avenue. I walked down the street to the apartments and saw the boy that was dying was dead lying on the and saw the boy that was dead lying on the ground on his back.
77 started shaking the tree in the neighborhood. 77 started shaking the tree, and when they started shaking the tree, they started taking individuals to jail. This one individual, he went and told on PDWAC, told where all the guns was at. He told basically what PDWAC was hiding at when he got arrested. So this individual right here, he know who I'm talking about, and homies and the brothers over there in that section should know who I'm talking about. This individual, he made a bunch of statements, so he went to 4800. So when he got to 4800, they went in there and they disciplined him. They beat his ass. They whooped him with shower shoes and all that type of stuff. So, you know, he made statements, and there's a lot of other individuals made statements. There's a lot of dudes that's demised that made statement. But the two people that made the most statement was Jeff Barlow and Nutty.
I've been fucking with the 60s since the 70s. You know what I'm saying? I talked to Petey Wack today. The same nigga he talking about. I don't know nothing when I'm talking to the man that he talking about. Tell me that. How do I don't know nothing when I'm talking to the man that he talking about? Like the man ain't gonna tell me nothing. Boy, y'all crazy, man. He can think I don't know nothing. I know a whole lot of shit, but I ain't bringing it up because it ain't my business. Sign up for this and that lady didn't sign up for that. If you gang banging, homie, and you out there in them motherfucking streets and you get caught up on a murder, you can't expect your homeboy that did the murder to come and say, yeah, I did it. All that go with the game. And if you don't believe that, everybody that done got caught up on something they didn't do should say why they ain't told. If you don't understand that part of the game, homie, you don't understand the streets. You know what I'm saying? That ain't just gang shit, that's life. And for anybody that's out in the streets, you know? That's the case, everybody that get caught and they didn't do it, they need to tell on who did it. Is that what y'all saying? Because from where I come from, the way I grew up, you know what I'm saying? I know what I signed up for. That's why.
What's up with it? Big U's paperwork is out. It's out again for the third time. The official paperwork, Big U's a rat, snitch, whatever you want to call him, he's all bad. He made statements. You know, this statement is a statement, the actual statement that got Eddie Boy charged with conspiracy. Eddie Boy got 32 years. His work been out. This work been out 30 years ago. Eddie Boy put the work out. Eddie Boy went to the law library, made 100 copies of this paperwork, and sent it out to everybody he can mention. They ignored it then. I brought this paperwork out nine months ago. Showed it to the homies, put it all over the internet. Dudes ignored it. Now
It's a dirty game. And like Baby Gangster said, this is what we signed up for. Unfortunately, a lot of us aren't, you know what I'm saying, aware or conscious of the fact that this is what it's about. The grimiest of the grimy. When you're talking about this life of gangsterism, there's really no honor, you know what I'm saying, amongst a lot of these participants. Now, what is going on in this situation as far as Big U, Petey Wack, you understand me, and other members of the 6-0s during this time period is not something that hasn't went on in every hood and street organization throughout America. This is what it's all about, y'all. I know a lot of you were young. I was when I came in to this lifestyle, 13 years old. I was off the porch before that. So like many, I was naive to the fact that, you know, there was a lot of backstabbing, and I would probably see more vice lords hurt by other vice lords than anybody else. We would be our worst enemy at times. You understand me? And you've got to understand that we're not even supposed to be doing this. It's all bad energy in the first place. You understand me? So you've got to be conscious and you got to be aware of the fact that you're rolling with monsters. Some of these dudes are straight serial killers. Let's just keep it real. Some of them don't have any morals, no values, nothing to live for, ready to crash out and bring you with them. They don't care. This is the lifestyle. So every day you wake up as a member, as a striving reputable from wherever you're from, you've got to be aware of the fact that one of your own can tell on you, one of your own can unalive you for some money, for jealousy. You understand what I'm saying? Or one of your own could put you in a situation where you're taken from your family and everything you're trying to build. This is what you sign up for. So I hope you know what I'm saying, sit back and contemplate. If you haven't decided to go ahead and join the street organization or street gang, I hope you sit back and contemplate that this is what you're signing up for. It's a dirty game. Like I said in the beginning, there's really no rules. Some of us stick to the code, but a large amount of us, when tested, fold. And that's just the truth. Hit that like and subscribe, man. Please help the channel. Share the video. You know what I'm saying? Hit that notification bell so you can get notified the next time we drop. And with that, safety first.